everybody, and welcome to another episode of Adventure Rolls Winds of Calamity. We need to be having music right now, fam. Sorry, if you have been keeping track of everything that's been going on the past 24 hours of my life, it has been crazy. So regardless, we're here tonight. We're going to play some D&D. Thank you all so much for joining us for 21 episodes. It is wild that we're already here. As you all saw, we have an art reel now. Just want to say to you all you wonderful artists within the community, thank you all so much for drawing the art. If you want your art to appear in future art reels, go ahead and post it on social media. Just make sure to tag Rachel and Dee, since they are the official artists, just to give back to those who made those designs. And also use the hashtag Winds of Calamity. And just let us know if we have your permission to go ahead and use it, and we'll go ahead and do so. So that was a lot of fun to put together, and a lot of fun to see all the art out there. That's probably, I mean, Mark, everyone here can probably attest to it. It's probably one of my favorite aspects, becoming one of my favorite aspects of seeing someone being motivated by something you're doing to create art of it. It's so cool. It's such a cool experience. So I love it. But apart from me, just so you all know, I am Fisk, aka Literary DM, and I am your friendly neighborhood dungeon master for this adventure, except for when I decide not to be friendly neighborhood. But apart from that, I also make YouTube videos every single week. You can check out next week's video, which is another comedy sketch regarding new players. It was a lot of fun to put together. I can't wait to keep doing those. But enough about me, enough about my talking. Let's go ahead and introduce the party for tonight, starting with, to my right, Avon.
That's a me. It's a Michael. Hey guys. My name's Michael, also Bardic Dice here on Twitch. I play Avon, who is a one half of the Twilight Twin terrific duo. I'm a Oracle Rogue split, which is super, super fun, who watches all of his friends get hurt and then can reverse time and hopefully not see it again. So he has a lot of nightmares. But he's super fun to play and super monotone, but doesn't mean to be. I also stream on Twitch, though. So we have Wednesdays and Thursdays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my channel, Bardic Dice. Wednesdays right now is in between campaigns, but we'll be starting Call of the Netherdeep in July. So we're doing interviews heading up to July all throughout June. So tomorrow's going to be our one and only Amara Vaxelen. Megan's going to be on there tomorrow to interview, so super excited about that and to get into that. And then Thursday will be Fates United. We're our homebrew game, so we'll be getting back to some fun stuff there. We'll see what happens. But yeah, super excited. It's gonna be fun.
Perfect. I am so excited that Fates United is happening. I can't wait for Call of the Netherdeep. Last week's interview with Deeds really / Greg was fun and hilarious. Sips found a new best friend.
Maybe.
Maybe, but we'll go ahead and see from there. But let's go ahead and move on to the second half of the Twilight Twins. Rachel.
Hi, I am Rachel. I like to do art, and I post my art on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, under Pip400art, so you can go find me there with all the art that I randomly will post. Who knows when? No schedule anymore. So, I also stream with Mark under Marky Gaming, so you can find me there on Mondays at 3:30 CST. I'll usually do commissions or trades or even just my own personal art sometimes, depending on how I feel. So, it's always a fun time. We always have some great combos, so come and hang out with me then. And in this game, I play Cizri. She is the other half of the Twilight Twins. I'm not going to read chat because you guys are laughing and it's going to break me. But she's a paladin rogue, and I'm done now because I'm curious.
A+, Mark. A+.
What?
Mark, did you draw that just now?
Yes.
What do you mean?
I want it on the Be Right Back screen. I want it during
Look, I am quick with a lot of things. I am not that quick. That being said, yes, it will be there next week.
This brownie face is perfect.
This is going to be a great night, fam. We're already off to a great start. So, speaking of which, our Tony Stark of the group, Mark.
Hi, everybody. I am Mark, and I'm also an artist now. So,
artiste.
Check out my art Instagram. If you find it, good job. I'm not going to tell you what it is. So
you got to earn it.
Yep, you got to find it. It's part of the challenge of it. But yeah, we do stream Sundays. Our Beacons Aura D&D game. We just finished 80 on Sunday, and it's crazy still as we're going into the next session. Lots of action happening, so you can come check it out and hang out with us on Sundays, 2 p.m. CST. But yes, I do play Attic here, Sheikah Artificer, and the only one who's not multi-classed in the group. Stamp of approval, solo class.
Amazing, love it. I had to close out of that out of the Discord. That was I couldn't stare at that too long. It was kept breaking. Literally, I couldn't look away.
I agree with Ange though. Like we need everybody now, Mark, from you.
You know what? So. Yeah. Regardless,
we need a party picture.
Maybe I'll start working on that.
I'm true to my word. It will be in next week's reel. So.
I just want 1 week where it's just like
you do have my permission to put it in the reel.
Great, I love it. Yeah, and also with that, let us know if you have permission. If not, we'll go ahead and reach out to you. But regardless, ending out with our group for the night, our other artist who is just losing it, D.
It's Shiv's I for me. It's what's killing me. Anyways, hi. I'm Daley, Rapaziel on the internet. I do Twitch. I didn't announce that. You guys should know that, but I didn't announce that because I was really nervous, and now I'm not nervous this week. I was just really hyped. I'm hyped this week too, just less nervous. Anyways, I stream on Tuesdays or Thursdays. Didn't get to do it today, had something else to do, so Thursday. And yeah, our stream, it's super fun, 1 p.m. PST. On here, though, I play Demmi, a fighter bard, a fighter bard, and she's fun, and you'll get to know her more, so yay.
Excited to get to know, Demmi more and all. Demmi more. Wow, I didn't think about that until the moment I said.
That's a cutback. Wow.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way of avoiding that statement.
Fine.
Anyway, also, I forgot. I meant to introduce Avon as our Ron Swanson of the group because that's also 100% true now. But yes. Apart from that, I think that is everything we have as far as announcements go. Silent will be joining us later bit tonight. He's just going to be a little bit late, but he should be joining us here in a moment. But apart from that, I think we are all good to go. No other announcements. Nothing I missed.
You missed. You're an amazing DM, and we all love you.
Thank you, but imposter syndrome is real.
I feel that.
Just accept it. Accept it.
Accept our love. All right. Well, with that, let's go ahead and dive into tonight's episode of Winds of Calamity. When last we left our heroes, Cizri's angels was making their way to Kakariko Village after several traumatic events regarding a Twilight portal opening near the Dueling Peaks stable. There, Avon witnessed the death of a stable hand to the hands of a shadow beast, a ancient, vile creature sent from the Twilight realm, usually seen as creatures that were once Twilight, but that hence corrupted. This led to potential speculation of maybe something's going on behind the scenes that you are not aware of. Upon arriving to the mountains of Kakariko Village, you all met another Sheikah that Aaron had familiarity with due to their jobs intersecting. You met the Sheikah known as Demmi. Through her station, was able to assist you all getting to Kakariko Village and having a meeting with Lady Impa, where she explained what's happening to Adek, and that they put something on him to help him grow and to become his own person, so that he would not succumb to the nature of demise that lurks deep within him. You are offered a chance to be able to reverse this curse up in the Hebra region mountains to the north. From there, you then made your way to Adek's home, where he had a reunion with his father, had a tour of the house, had a little bit of dinner. Avon went with Golo and worked on some some commissions that they were behind on, while also drinking a lot of energy drinks. Oops.
And
Aaron,
crashing this week.
And crashing. It's going to be great.
It worked out really well.
It did. Aaron is finding out more behind the scenes regarding Golo and his connections with the Yiga, and potential that he has no longer connections with them. From there, we pick up as Adek watches over this shop, seeing everyone smiling, enjoying themselves. Avon and Cizri are dancing to music as Adek just takes his picto box, takes a little picture of this sweet moment, and we pick up there as you're all in the shop. Music is blaring, you're all having a grand old time. What do you all do?
Dance part of the entire session.
Dance party.
I'm just gonna roll for moves. I'm just kidding.
I mean, that's called performance check. If you want to do it, you can.
Oh my goodness. Just dancing until people stop.
Avon just doing like the back and forth. You know, like I'm just home. That's his dance move. It's like, it's a light rub thing, and just like dancing lights.
It's the it's the dance from Hitch.
Hitch, yeah.
Yeah.
Just right here.
Keep it in here.
Just keep it right here.
Do a little this. No, just keep it.
And with that, Adek, witnessing all this happening, you feel a slight hand almost on your shoulder, and there's a whisper from Golo, where he says, "I'm proud of you, son."
Hey, thanks, Dad. Yeah, I'm pretty happy right now with what's going on. Pretty great.
You did far better than I ever could expect you to have done.
Means a lot for you to say that.
You guys should really try one of these. They're really good.
Not before bedtime. Probably a bad idea. You'll be up all night.
Why?
Because it keeps you up.
What? You'd crank it up? Dad, crank it up!
Say, I am pretty sure he went through at least your entire stash. I don't know how much there is left.
I'll have to make some more.
Oh.
I can't
Party
look.
folks.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm so
That's what I'm looking at.
Sorry, I had to rush to get him done.
No, you're fine. I just can't look.
It's the pictograph. It's the Polaroid.
Exactly. It's the Polaroid.
Avon looks like he gets like dizzy for a second. He's like, I'll be back. He like walks over to Adek. He goes, By the way, I've found this. Is this anything? And he takes out the dagger. Hey, is this anything?
Who are you giving it to?
You.
Oh.
Is this anything?
Let me look at it.
Okay, I just want to see if it's anything.
Where did you get it?
Dagger? Behind the water.
Oh. Okay.
Am I yelling?
Yeah, you probably should.
And it goes, you're yelling just a smidge.
Sorry.
Hey, Avon, I bet you can't go run around the building 10 times really fast.
And he just leaves.
Tell
Like,
me.
is he running around the building?
I was gonna say, signs of someone that's worked in youth ministry.
Nope.
Yep.
Absolutely. It works like a charm every time.
It does.
Can I make a roll to see how many I make it before I crash?
You know what? Yeah, go and make a Constitution save.
13.
13. Yeah, you do make it a decent amount. Given that you're running around the lap of this shack, you're probably able to get about 6 good laps in, and then your stomach is just churning and just gurgling. You do not feel good with all that. Because I think we said, what, you drank like 4 or 5 in like the span of like 30 minutes, maybe?
Sprite.
Yeah.
I hear my heartbeat.
I can hear it too. It's rather concerning.
I don't feel so good. I'm gonna sit down.
Okay, yeah,
Go tell Cizri I did 10.
Okay, you did 6. Did you just 10?
I did 10.
Oh no!
All right, so Sprite flies off and does go to find you, Cizri, and she goes, taps you on the shoulder a little bit. Goes, so, Avon is near the is leaning against the shack, and he says he did 10. He's also not feeling good.
Which means, did he do 10?
I don't think he did. I wasn't keeping track. I was too focused on trying to take something, but it was really hard to take something when everything is jostling around really quickly.
True. Need a new target.
Her gaze slowly shifts over to Demmi.
Yeah, go initiate her. Nothing too bad, just a little. Don't make her feel welcome.
All right. She goes, okay. Yeah, sure. All right. What's everyone else doing during this time?
I will cast Identify on the dagger.
Perfect.
To see if there's anything.
It is. You are able to gather. It's not necessarily magical, but you are able to gather that is indeed silver. It is a silver-bladed dagger.
Okay. Do I know significance of that in this world? What that would do?
Basically, you would know that certain monsters would definitely be weak to it. More than likely, certain undead would be more susceptible to silver-bladed weapons.
Undead. Sounds good. So I'll wait for him to ever come back so I can tell him what it is.
He's like laying outside on the ground. The world's spinning for him, just like in the front yard.
I probably will go out. I just like am standing over him with my arms like on my hips. So how fast did you go?
Oh yeah, no, I finished. I'm done.
Yeah, I bet. You want to come inside?
Mm-mm.
Why not?
I'm good out here.
I pick him up like a princess and I take him inside.
Can you stop moving? No.
You are stronger than him, so you can do it. Just full on, and you feel it, and scoop.
I do not consent to this.
I just like carry him inside and I just like dump him on like a couch or something. I just like dump him on the couch like very unceremoniously. Like
Easily
And he just,
done.
Curls up into the fetal position. Lays
Yeah,
there.
that night that we've all had, and at some point in time.
Sugar crash. Or caffeine
Like when you start to
crash.
feel like out of your body a little bit because it's like too much, you're like, what have I done?
Yes. All right. So, Adek and Demmi, what are you doing during all this?
Is the music still going?
It's at this point, since Avon has left, Mira has definitely gone over and turned down the music just ever so slightly. It's like, it was good music, don't get me wrong, Adek, but it was rather loud for my ears.
I mean, do you know the Indiegogos? Like, have you heard of them before?
Indiegogos. I'm not
I have
familiar.
no.
I'm not really familiar from music from the Great Bay Area.
Okay. I didn't know if you would have some connections to maybe.
No, I am aware that they're an all Zora band from the Great Bay, but I don't really get out much to the Great Bay areas. Zora Domain Zoras and Great Bay Zoras they have good relations, but they don't really communicate much.
Well, maybe you can find some of their music and take it back to your place and rock out to it.
Musical education.
Oh, that's a very good point. Music is a great way of understanding another person's culture.
Yeah,
Very true.
I like listening to all of this.
Ah, good point. And at that point, she basically just heads on over and just looks through the entire music list just to see what they have and what she could listen to.
I play an instrument as well.
What?
Oh.
You do?
Yeah.
Whoa, that's so cool.
I really like. This is so weird. It's not Mark. Or it's not Zach. Yes.
Takes
I
a little
do.
bit to get used to, yeah.
I play the little harp, the lyre. It's
Nice.
a really fun instrument. Yeah.
Gold
super
star.
fun.
I just don't have a notebook.
Makes little effects and stuff, little illusions. It's pretty fun.
I like it.
Oh, do you have it here with you?
It's at my house.
Oh, well, if you know any traditional Sheikah music, then I would more than love to hear it.
Yeah, there's a lot. I'd love to.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Speaking of, what
What?
are we doing now?
What?
Well, I'm
Are
gonna
we-
work on a project tonight for a little while because I'm home now. So that's great. But tomorrow I think we're going with Mira to Zora's Domain.
Oh.
That's
Can
what
we,
talked about.
before we leave, do you think we could visit that fountain that everyone was talking about?
Oh yeah, the fairy fountain.
Yeah, do you think we can do that?
I don't see why not.
And also buy a horse and then go?
I don't know
You
if
can.
I don't know if a horse can be teleported through the Sheikah
Oh.
transporters. There might be saying we don't necessarily have horses in Zora's Domain, but there is a stable not too far from Zora's Domain where I imagine you can purchase them.
Okay.
You can
I guess I
hang
can
out
wait.
hang out with mine.
Are you just gonna
over
leave
there.
it here then?
Yeah, I probably should.
Oh, alright.
I don't want to
I
make
do.
the horse go
Grandmother's.
angry.
What?
It's my aunt's horse.
Aunt. Thought you said grandmother. Sorry.
We do
Probably
need
not.
some
You don't
position in the couch.
grandma's soup though for the road.
Yeah.
Do they both live together or separate? It's not important.
Everybody lives in the house. It's a fairly good size, spacious. My sister's there. Her kids are there. She has twins too.
Oh, have fun! I should give
We're
them
twins.
some.
Yeah. And now you're a little older because of magic.
But as they're all talking, I'm gonna start working with the arcane forge.
Yep.
I think that's all I needed to do. Was left with the retractable shield thing, right? So the last step.
And since Golo, your dad, is there, you should be able to assist you in that as well.
So I will ask for his help and gather all the supplies, hopefully that are here in the shop that I need, and use the Arcane Forge and finish it off.
Perfect. Yeah, you will be able to do that. It will probably take you a few hours to do so, but since you're still resting in Kakariko Village, taking your time, you can definitely go later into the night and still manage to get a full long rest. You'll probably just be waking up later than most people.
Yep.
All right. Perfect. So that's what you're doing. Avon is crashing, I'm assuming, at this point.
Yeah. If no one disturbs him, he's going to eventually fall asleep.
Fair enough. So with that, Cizri and Demmi, are you going to rest of the night? Are you heading over to Demi's place? What are you doing?
What are you doing? I'll let you go first.
Oh, no, I was just going to ask what you were all doing. It seems like... Well, I don't know where Aaron went, but it seems like everybody else is kind of doing their things. You're more than welcome to. We have other rooms too, if you want to sleep there. Or if you're staying here, either way. I'm still technically a stranger, so I just thought I'd offer it though.
Oh, well, that's nice. Well, I mean, I'd love to meet them. I mean, even if not tonight, then tomorrow. I don't think I should move him, though.
Yeah.
I'm probably
not with all that he drank.
He's gonna be
a lot of
insufferable
energy
tomorrow already. It's better just to try and get him to sleep as much as possible tonight. But yeah, I mean, if even tomorrow, if you want me to check it out, I like seeing people's houses.
Yeah.
I'm dying to try the soup, so.
Yeah, there's probably going to be a lot of extra. But yeah, maybe we can just do a morning brunch sort of thing. Or, everybody coming over.
Yeah, that sounds perfect. I'll make sure to get everyone up and ready for that.
Super early. Shiga tradition, you have to be up at 5 a.m. I'm just kidding.
Oh. Alright, well, what time do you really want to do that?
I don't know.
Looking forward to waking everybody up.
My family's usually up at 7, so.
Alright, well, we'll see how fast I can herd everyone over, so.
Yeah. It was good meeting everybody, and a good dance party!
You're
great, Demmi. I think you're gonna fit in just fine.
Yeah, it was it was excellent to meet you. I'm glad to have you on for this portion of the journey to make sure we get back to Zora's Domain safely.
Yeah, just thrown in here, but happy to be here. And, I have skills, maybe, that'll come in handy. I don't know. So...
Anything is useful.
I'm looking forward to it.
So I
don't go down more waterfalls. We'll be fine.
This is true.
We'll see what happens.
Not a dagger. Yeah, what you guys talk about?
Ava, what you got there? A knife.
yeah.
It's that good.
Yeah, exactly.
But otherwise, I'll just walk home. I do not live that far away. This is not a big place.
Yeah, this is the definition of small-time village of where there's maybe at most 50 people. Everybody knows everybody, so most likely if something's a shop, it's also where that person lives. That being said, there is a small little pond in the center of it, obviously, where you see a small statue dedicated to the goddess Hyleia. And apart from that, where a Dex shop is more than or Golo's shop, I should say, is located mainly on the main strip area. Demmi, your house is probably more located on one of the inclines, as it were, more toward the open spaces to house everything that... basically to house your whole family and everything else along with it. So if you head back to your home, and it seems like everyone is splitting off to do their things for the night. Perfect. So, Deck, we'll go ahead and start with you. Let's go ahead and have you do a Tinker's check.
Is this with advantage because my father is helping?
Absolutely.
Yo.
Yo.
22, 23.
23. Taking out the blueprints, you're able to point out every little detail, and your father is just looking over and says, "This is most impressive, Deck. I wouldn't have even imagined anything along these lines. Where'd you even get?
It's pretty great.
Where'd you even get this idea?"
Oh, it's this cool guy. His name because I forgot his name. Oh.
Robbie.
Robbie, yes. It's a cool guy, Robbie in Loreline. He builds the craziest stuff. Like, look at this too. I'll pull up the. Oh, wait, I don't have that, do I?
You have? Yeah, you did. You didn't get the things yet, so you didn't get the blueprints yet.
Yeah. So he has this blueprint that like he's gonna give me, where it's crazy stuff happens. Like it made someone fly, and it made. I mean, this is what Avon keeps saying. He says he got older by like 3 years or something. I don't know. I can't tell, but he says it happened. But it also nearly killed somebody too. So it's chaos. So I'm trying to refine it down to be less chaotic.
I would certainly hope so that you would be able to refine it. I trust you to do so, but that's definitely concerning that if it almost killed somebody. But regardless, that sounds most fascinating. Let's go ahead and get this taken care of, and I'm assuming then what we wanted to do is, what kind of a pattern do you want it to come out more like a spiral? Do you want it just to appear? How do you want it?
So what I'm thinking is kind of like a round result, but like it's got different pieces that shoot out, like all like shoots out like a starburst almost. So it just fires out and like ends in a circle where it kind of attaches around and locks in the pieces. So
basically, now this is DM talking. So basically, this is one of those ancient shields that you pick up almost, but it's permanently fused to your arm.
Yeah, it's like next to my Sheikah slate, and it just fires out of it.
Perfect, love it. Yeah, with that 23, and considering your father's helping you, you do spend several hours. You all have the parts. If this party more ended around 9 o'clock, you're probably pushing almost about midnight when this finally gets done. But you're able to get it done, and the shield is now there.
Nice. This is dopers.
It is quite dopers. Regardless. He just sits back. He just sits down and just looks and goes, "I do wish that your mother could be in this area for longer."
When's the last time you saw her?
Probably the last time that we went to go. Probably the last time we went to go see her. Last solstice, the last winter solstice.
Yeah, that's a while. Anything else troubling you? You seem like you got something in your mind.
I was gonna say, there's a lot of regrets. Things I wish I could take back, things I wish I could have done better.
Like what?
Well, mainly involving just having your mother actually be in your life more frequently. But all things considered, it wasn't fair to you.
I mean, you guys did your best. I understand. It's okay.
But doing our best, that is appreciated. There's just an old Sheikah's wish. No doubt she'd be proud of the man that stands here right now.
I'm proud of both you guys too. I think you're both great.
Thank you. Now, tell me about your friends. Obviously, they're all great. Has any of them caught your eye? He gives you that little dad teasing look.
You're not the first person who's asked me that. I don't know.
Look,
I think I'm just having fun being friends with them all right now.
Obviously. It's my job. It's almost my job to poke fun at these kind of things. Haven't really had the chance to poke fun at that. So taking my first opportunity, I see it.
Yeah. So, I don't know. We'll see.
If nothing
Cool.
happens, then nothing happens. There's nothing wrong with that. Do not feel pressured.
I mean, there's just a lot of world out there I still haven't explored, and a lot of people I haven't talked to, and a lot of things to build, and a lot of things to discover.
He stands up and there's the deck I know. Don't ever lose that adventurous spirit.
Yep. It's great and crazy how much is out there.
There's more than you even realize, even with everything that you've seen. Now, tell me more about these adventures that you've been on as of late, unless you would rather go to bed.
I mean, we helped Lorelei and we saved the city from an attack. I don't know if you heard about that. Word got up here.
Heard some tales of that, but not much.
This giant monster came out of the sewers and attacking everything, and we killed it. It was pretty great. And like Avon is super cool with what he can do, and like he helps everybody, and he says he can like reverse time or something with that watch on his wrist, and like all of a sudden he sees like something horrible happen, but then he's like no, and then it doesn't happen anymore. So he's pretty cool. I like him a lot. And like Cizri can like do crazy cool attacks and stuff, and is really powerful. And Aaron like flies around and shoots everything with his bow from far away, and like hits like every time he shoots. It's impressive. And I'm just meeting Demmi now for the first time. Demi's cool though. And then Mira, I mean, she's great too. She can do some crazy spells. They're all great.
Well, he looks around the shops. It seems that we're caught up on all the orders here. Why don't you go ahead and get some rest?
Okay. You too.
Of course. And the deck. No matter what, I will always be proud of you. You are my son. Nothing will change that.
Thanks.
He-
And I'm proud of you too for the choices you've made to live this life.
It's a lot simpler, I'll give you that.
I think you made a good choice.
He claps you on the shoulder and says, and you as well. And guides you out of the shack leading toward the home. And during the night, as Cizri, you are making sure Avon is all good to go, putting like a little warm cloth on his head, just making sure he's fine, going into something that this is probably very unusual for probably unusual for Cizri, of taking care of Avon.
Yeah.
Or vice versa, right?
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you're correct.
It would be like
It's rare, for sure.
It
does not
wouldn't be
happen often.
self-induced. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
That is fair.
You just hear him like randomly 2-for-1 special at the apothecary. No, full price.
He's okay. No, you joke about that, but no joke. My dad once in his sleep sold my mom a tractor. They're gonna hate that I told that story, but anyway. So that is a thing. But anyway, as you are doing that and taking care of Avon, you go step up for a little bit. Make a perception check for me.
Get my dice out. 17.
17. You go over to the sink, wash your hands just a little bit, and then you look out into the window. The window is facing basically an incline going over the hill and into the forest behind Kakariko Village. And you see a creature that appears to be glowing.
A glowing creature?
Yep.
Okay. I'm probably I do like a, I don't know, kind of like a double take. And then I just don't even say anything to anyone, and I just like go outside to go look and see if I can see it better.
You're able to see it better. There are some people, some guards making their way around the entire village, specifically even more vigilant standing in front of Lady Impa's house. And it is still there. Getting a clearer view at this point with that 17, you're able to see that the creature almost seems to be making eye contact with you. And it does appear to be in the form of a wolf. Oh, we're going to transition over real quick. 1 second, everybody.
All
All right.
boy.
Sorry, I'm late.
You're good, man. You're good.
You are forgiven. I'm just kidding.
This time.
So currently, to catch you up, basically everyone's taking their rest for the night.
Awesome.
And currently we're in the middle where Cizri has spotted a glowing creature that appears to be in the form of a wolf on an incline.
Oh. Nice. Yeah, especially if it's making eye contact with me. Does it look like similar to what I've seen before? Like this is like very
Yes, it
familiar.
does.
Okay. So she'll kind of mutter under her breath, I was gonna try to talk to him anyway. And then I just want to go and see if I can go.
Perfect. Yeah, you're able to run up the path. The guards are watching you make your way up there, but it's nothing more than a side glance because there's a lot of curiosity in their eyes as to seeing this happen.
Oh, Tweely thing. It's a Tweely thing. Night jog, you know. I just keep going.
They simply, they simply shake their heads and just accept it. And as you get closer and closer to the creature, he stands up, turns around, and continues to follow up the path.
Hey. Does he like ignore me? I'm trying to be like, hey.
He's continuing to just walk on ahead.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep going.
Perfect.
Not really questioning it.
As you continue your way up, you notice that over the clearing, he eventually comes into view where he has stopped and is just looking ahead. And as you come over to view, you do see that it appears to be a glowing fountain of sorts with a massive petal that is a flower that is closed with several fairies forming around it. And he speaks. Be mindful, Cizri. Where you're standing is sacred ground.
First of all, hi. It's been a little bit. Second, what does that mean if it's sacred ground? What am I supposed to not do something? I don't know the light realm stuff here.
It's more so just be mindful of where you walk.
Okay.
So he then gets back up and walks toward the forest. And he just says, "You clearly have questions. Go ahead and walk with me."
How did you know? I'll like start walking with him.
I am what you would call a spirit guide. I am aware of many things.
Spirit guide. To a bunch of people or just me?
I am specifically a spirit guide to those who are chosen to take up the mantle of hero.
Oh, so you think that too? That's not just a everyone else thing?
I only appear to those who are destined to take up the mantle.
Alright, guess I can't really deny that one. Everyone's been telling me that this is proof or something, but I don't know, it just didn't seem like that would happen. Do you know what I mean? That would happen to me? Like, why me?
Yeah. He's walking through the forest at night, and there's some fireflies off, and he goes, "Many have taken up the mantle of hero. Some were born highly and others not. The one that most readily comes to mind was that of a Goron. His was not to save that of Hyrule itself, but more so his people, defeating the mighty Volvagia."
Have I ever heard of that? Out of character?
With the Twilight Realm, probably not.
Yeah, she just kind of like looks like a little confused and it's just like, I don't, most of the Light Realm stuff I'm not super familiar with. So it could be anyone that can help someone, essentially.
Those who are born of a courageous spirit of sorts. They are the ones chosen to take up the mantle. It goes wherever. It could be any person. Have you ever wondered why your sense of adventure and courage never really dwindled?
'Cause that's my personality, I guess. I don't know. I mean, does anyone else wonder why they, are happy a lot or negative or whatever?
It definitely is a portion of your personality, that is no denying. Every hero has an element of their own personality within it. But there's also a sense of to do right, a devotion to the old ways, as it were. But just know, just because you were destined to take up this mantle does not mean that you have to. If you do not, then you don't do anything. And when you die and pass on, then another person will be reborn. They'll be destined to take up the mantle there.
Interesting. So, every generation, someone's born with it. Just sometimes they'll take it, and sometimes they don't.
Exactly. Some heroes go down in legend, others just are common passerby, more so saving a passive village, like that Goron. I saw your face become rather curious. Volvagia was a terrifying fire-breathing dragon. It was only be able to be defeated by a weapon known as the Megaton Hammer.
That sounds pretty cool.
I can confirm it is. I personally wielded it to defeat the beast once again.
What do you mean you wielded it?
I am the hero of time.
It looks like click, 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 like the pieces are. Wait. But I thought you said I was the hero. So how are you the hero?
Every hero has their own title. My title is the Hero of Time. Your title, if you choose to take up the mantle, will be deemed by the deeds that you do.
Oh, all right. So you were a hero at some point. So you were the Goron? Is that what you're saying?
No, I was a Hylian.
Oh.
Volvaz Ganondorf resurrected that beast to terrorize the Gorons once again. So I found the Megaton Hammer and defeated that beast.
Well, nice job. Good work.
Indeed, your deeds, if you choose to, will potentially be just as great. And the companions that you keep will assist you along the way.
Well, I mean, it's not a specific thing I have to do, it's just whoever needs help, I'm assuming. Whatever comes across. I mean, Vati's a thing. Apparently he's already, wants to fight us or whatever, but...
Vati, if you... There's a chance that Vati will need to be defeated. And if you choose, with your companions, you should be able to slay him and defeat him.
Okay.
Though the hero... Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Though the hero goes down in legend, it was never just a one person. I myself was able to defeat Ganondorf and his minions through the assistance of the sages. They lent me their power to defeat it. I could not do it on my own.
So you fought the spirit that's in attic right now. Same thing?
In a way, yes.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I mean, I like to help out, so I don't mind, doing what needs to be done. And I mean, it's definitely, I like the light realm. I don't want anything to happen to it. I guess my only question would be, is this some new role that I'm going to get trapped into? You know what I mean? And by trapped into, I mean being told what I have to do or how I have to do it.
No, you will not be told how you have to do it. The decision on how is up to you. That being said, every hero has had their own sacrifice. I gave up my childhood.
Your childhood? What do you mean by that?
When I took the Sword of Evil's Bane from the pedestal of time eons ago, my soul was locked away in the sacred realm for 7 years while my body wandered. There I aged up, and by the time I was old enough to wield the Master Sword, Ganondorf had taken over Hyrule, and it was my job to restore it.
Oh. Well, that sucks.
The princess did send me back to relive it, but unfortunately that led to a very weird scenario that I do not wish to discuss. A lot of going back in time for 3 days. It was very complicated and very disturbing.
Well, it sounds like a lot of time jumping things going on with that, so understandable. So you're saying I'll lose a few years of my life or something?
No.
Kind of like what I already did to Avon, because
no. Hopefully,
payback at that point.
Hopefully you don't. But this mantle does have a cost. What that cost is, I do not know. Some have even lost their lives.
Interesting. Well, as long as the cost isn't someone else around me, I don't mind. I'd rather go out fighting anyway than wasting away at a shop, so...
Already you sound like so many of the heroes that came before.
Interesting. Yeah, okay. I mean, I hate to even accept it, because then everyone's going to be like, oh, Cizri, we were totally right the whole time, but, you know, that's just what it's got to be, I guess.
Again, if this is something that you do not want, then you do not have to do it.
No, I mean, it's not that I don't want it, and I mean, like I said, I being here, I've fallen in love with the Light Realm. It's really beautiful, and I would hate to have anything happen to it, or Vati to disturb that. So, I mean, you've already shown me a lot of great moves, so I'm okay with taking care of it so that the Light Realm stays as is.
Very well. When the time comes, find me again, and I will teach you some more attributes, and have you take an oath.
Oh, very official. Okay. I guess I do have one question, though. Do you know what happened to this week of lost memory thing? Because I forgot about it until today, and I'm a little concerned with the Twily portal coming down. Little concerned. I don't know if you keep track of me all the time, if you're just hanging out with me, or if I need to explain the situation.
He goes, I am unfamiliar with what happened during that time period. That is not my responsibility to keep. I merely guide in the way that they should go to be most successful.
So why did you wait this whole time to come to me now?
Because you were at sea. Because you were at sea.
Oh no, I'm talking about like when I was in the Twilight Realm.
Because the timing wasn't right.
Is that all you're gonna give me? It's kind of big.
I have to have a few of my secrets.
Oh. Well, okay, I'll ask you again. Maybe then you'll tell me.
Maybe not. I have to have a little bit of fun.
Rude. Alright. Fine, I guess Avon wouldn't have probably come with me anyway if we would have come earlier, so it worked out.
Yes. And as long as you're on this path, I will guide you every step of the way that I can.
Are you just around all the time? I just don't see you, or do you know what's going on? How does that work?
I am aware, and when it's evident that your skills have advanced enough to continue to pass on my teaching, I shall appear to you. But here it was obvious that you had questions that needed answering.
I did. I was even going to say something before I went to sleep, and I didn't even need to. So this is great.
Excellent. I am more than happy to help. That is my purpose as a spirit guide.
So, do you have an actual name? I know you gave me kind of like a title before. But that's not your name, is it?
It is not my name, but for right now, the hero's shade will work just fine.
Okay. All right. She seems disappointed.
Perfect. All right. With that, everyone is going to go ahead and have rest for the night. Aaron, what are you doing during all of this as everyone is going to sleep? Around midnight, Adek and Golo do come out of their workshop, having finished whatever Adek is working on. So with that, what do you do?
All right, he's not actually done yet. He's gonna look around the workshop for a bit, if it's possible to open, or if there's an open window.
Into the shop?
Yeah.
As you look into the shop, go ahead and make a investigation check for me.
I'm sorry. He's still kind of on the job. You said investigation, right?
Yep.
4.
As you're looking, it seems that everything seems to be pretty locked up. There are windows toward the inside, though, just to help with the ventilation for welding and things of that nature. So there are windows that you can see, and from your guess, it seems like everything is closed up for the night.
Okay. Well, he's not going to be able to look into it too much tonight, then. I guess he's just going to go to sleep.
Okay. And with that, Demmi, what are you doing for the night?
Sneaking around. I'm just kidding.
Hey, that's my job. I'm just kidding.
Excuse me. 2 people that can do that. No, I'm just gonna go home and decompress and kind of just,
Perfect. Yeah, it's when you get home, it's rather late at night. When at this point, probably everyone is asleep. And you being you, you're able to sneakily make your way in, and able to go ahead and crash. All right. As you all have rest for the night, Avon, as you're just sitting there trying to sleep, you hear the sounds of Sprite as she almost seems to be trying to get your attention. I think you were muted.
Oh.
There we go.
And it doesn't help that I'm pretending to be asleep.
No. Oh, you're pretending to be asleep. Okay, go and make a performance check then.
No, I was just saying, like, Michael was RPing wise, so I couldn't see y'all's reaction of being like, you're muted. No, Avon's just like, just take whatever you want. I don't care.
I'm not asking about that. And he goes, she just kind of just stands on your chest, just looking at you, basically like Tinkerbell and Hook with Robin Williams. Like it's very much that scenario. As she just looks at you and she's just like, all right, what's going on?
I drank 4 of those things, and now my brain hurts.
That's part of it. You drinking 4 of those things, any questions regarding anything that's going on, you diverge, almost say horrible things to Cizri before she tells you to back down, and was even avoiding a deck for a little while. What's going on?
Clarification. He's avoiding me. I'm not avoiding him.
Okay, that's
and
fair.
He just picks her up and,
God!
gets off the couch and starts walking outside. I was going to say earlier, I didn't know if while Aaron was looking in, if he just sees...
Probably would.
Avon walk out and leave the workshop open. Just putting that out there.
And then you'd probably see Aaron go
depends
into
on
a
what
tree.
time.
Probably. If this is after a deck and Golo are sleeping, have worked, then yeah.
Because Avon would probably have, if he had woken up in the middle of the night, especially with her waking him up, just again deferring and moving her over. He's gonna walk outside, splash a little water in his face, and he's sitting outside, just more looking up, just at the sky.
she's gonna fly out and just sit on your shoulder. Are you gonna tell me what's going on?
You were there.
I know. Wasn't your fault. You did everything you could.
Sure. Doesn't mean I can't grieve. Doesn't mean that it's not indirectly causation from us. It's a reaction. I don't know how the rest are just okay after what they saw.
Well, I don't think they necessarily saw it like you did.
I did see it.
You saw it twice.
He actually brings out his journal and he sketched the guy's face. And as well. You want to help me? Help me. Take this to the waterfall. And he's going to take some of the gears he has and like put them together and wrap it around it. And banish Demmi as she walks by.
Yep. Technical issues, everyone watching. No worries. We'll go and keep on playing. So with that, she looks, and I'll go ahead and pop out. Yeah, this will be. We'll deal with this for right now. So it goes. She looks and goes. Well. You want me to take this to the waterfall then?
Yeah. Be like a little memorial.
I can certainly do that.
Good.
Perfect.
Where's everybody?
Well, I think Adek and Golo were doing whatever they do. And Cizri ran off somewhere. Aaron, I think, is doing his usual thing.
I need a rewind. What?
What?
What? Which way?
I don't know. She just ran. I wasn't paying attention.
I'm going to fire you and find a new fairy. If Cizri ever runs off again, you either follow and tell me where, or you wake me up.
You have to have.
What if she's getting hurt?
You have to trust her a little bit.
I do trust her. I don't trust the people trying to assassinate her. Or what if those things came out through there and we weren't around to help?
I think she could handle herself just a little bit.
Fine.
I understand you're trying to be a caring brother, but there's also a point of where you kind of have to trust in her abilities.
I do trust in her abilities.
Then trust her to be safe.
Well, according to history, hero always had friends. They kept him safe.
Indeed, but there are also moments where he went off by himself to do what needed to be done.
Different.
Because she's your sister?
More than just my sister, she's my twin.
Hmm.
But I'm sure I'm part of the reason she feels so held back. She would have been gone long ago if it wasn't for me. I keep her safe long enough till she figure out what she wants to do.
I think she did.
Yeah.
I think she was more holding herself back, because I think you both were holding each other back, to be honest.
What is this, therapy?
I am a guardian fairy. I am to guide you. Or rather, technically, I'm a big fairy, but that's my role, is to be a guide. And
You're a big little fairy.
there's different rankings within the fairy culture, yes. I have the role of being a guide for those of the forest, usually.
So you're saying I'm being overbearing?
Not necessarily being overbearing, just potentially overcautious.
People say that until they get hurt or die. Then they say they didn't do enough. What do you think the parents of that stable hand is saying right now? They're happy that let them go off by themselves, so they were ready to face the world.
He probably was ready to face the world. But there are some things in this life you just can't predict.
Well, we'll see.
I'll guide you all I can. And help you all I can.
Thank you. Now, what did you take from me?
Let's see. Because I decided to be nice and just take a little grain of rice from that book.
Thank you. You can leave it in the chest, how's that?
Fair enough. At that point, he goes, I'll leave you to... She just looks down at the little lake and sees the statue to Haile in the center, and she goes, I'll leave you to it. And she just flies off.
I'll just go lay at the bottom of the statue, just back on the grass, looking up at the stars till it falls back asleep.
Perfect. And with
Or
that,
to see Cizri coming back.
make a perception check for me.
Probably not. That's a 12.
You are too focused looking up at the sky that you can't really notice her coming back, no.
You just lay on the grass in the dark. 'Cause I don't know if I see him or not, but
No, based upon how the incline goes, no, you don't. You're not able to
walk
see it.
right past.
Pretty much.
What about Aaron in the tree?
Aaron, yeah, you're definitely able to. Well, actually, with no dark vision, go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Plus an open door if you need to go check out the workshop.
You said perception?
Yep.
12.
12. You're able to see Cizri make her way back, but you're not necessarily able to see Avon laying down necessarily. Cizri walking back catches your eye more so than Avon, I should say.
Okay.
Is there anything else anyone does for the rest of the night?
Poor D.
All right, we're just gonna have to do this.
Girl.
Actually,
The internet is.
why don't we go ahead and take an early break? while we
Good
go
time.
ahead and get this internet stuff figured out. Thank you all so much for understanding. We're going to go ahead and take an early break while we get all this internet situation figured out. In the meantime, go ahead and enjoy some more of this fan art reel. We'll be back here in about 10 minutes for the rest of the session, and we'll go from there. Thank you all so much for joining. Have a great rest of your night, or I should say, see you in 10 minutes.
Have a great rest of your 10 minutes.
Have a great rest of your 10 minutes. Oh, fun stuff. All right. And hello, everybody. Welcome back to part 2 of Winds of Calamity. Yes, there have been some changes, but hopefully tech issues are resolved now. Thank you again, everyone, for understanding about tech issues that come up. It's part of the thing of playing online. It happens every once in a while. It's a lot of fun. But regardless, we're going to go ahead and jump into the second half of Winds of Calamity. For those of you who are just now joining us, our party has had a time of rest in Kakariko Village of investigations, along with finding out various potential destinies that they may be on, may or may not be on, as their choice, as well as even reconnecting with fathers and things of that nature. So with that, Aaron, I believe Aaron wasn't going to do anything for us tonight. He was going to go ahead and rest, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, with that, everyone is able to go ahead and take a long rest. So if you had any spells spent or hit points, you go ahead and regain all those right now.
Yeah, nothing left. We're doing wake up rolls.
Yeah, who's awake first?
Well, a deck is certainly not awake first because he was working late into the night. Yeah, sure, we'll do wake up rolls. Go and do D20.
19. I'm not Mage, so I can roll high.
13.
What'd you get, Mike? I some of you cut out for me.
13.
13. Demmi, what'd you get?
19.
19. Cizri?
5.
5. And Aaron?
15.
15. So it'll be Demmi, Aaron, Avon, Cizri, and Adek, because Adek had a late night. So everyone eventually comes to consciousness. Demmi, you're up first. You see your grandmother is in the kitchen cooking some more soup. She looks, oh, you came back.
Yes, sorry about that. I made some new friends, so that's good. And gonna be traveling with them, so that answers what I'm gonna be doing while Pirna heals up.
Yes.
And, yeah.
Well, it's certainly good that you've managed to find some people to go ahead and travel with. Perna she's healing up fine.
Yeah. I think my own... I have little bandages on my hands, too.
Right.
I think I described that. It's also on her art.
Right.
I hope that I know that mine are pretty much healed as well, so just another day or so.
Well, that is certainly understandable for for people in your line of work. It's glad to see that you all are doing all right. You did give me quite a scare, but I'm glad all the same.
Yeah, sorry about that. But they all want to come over for breakfast and say hi. They like seeing people's houses. They're not robbers, so should be fine.
Well, even if they were robbers, I imagine we'll be able to take them.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I'd be more than happy. I could definitely increase the serving size for this soup more than enough.
Yeah, let's also have like other breakfasty items out, maybe. You know,
breakfast. Soup is the most breakfast thing you can possibly make. You could put eggs, sausage, everything within it. It'll work just fine.
She is such a grandmother, and I love it.
Just get a little bit of bread next to it. It'll work. It'll work.
Okay. I'm going to go take Makara to... They were really excited about horses, one of my friends, so I'm gonna go for a little morning ride and come back, if that's alright.
That is quite alright.
Alright. Thank you, Grammy. I super appreciate it.
More than happy to assist.
Alright, and I'll head out and get the horse and do a little, because it is a little bit earlier than 7, I'll just kind of like exercise the horse and then go back over to a deck in his dad's house.
Perfect. All right. And as all that is happening, Aaron, you manage to wake up as you're just lounging in the tree. You do see that Golo seems to have gone up a little early as he's taking a ring of keys out to the shop and it seems to be opening it. You do manage to catch this as you are waking up.
Awesome. Yeah, he'll go over. So, early morning. You guys were up pretty late last night.
A deck can sleep. He's still growing for a Sheikah. I am not. Got many things to take care of today.
I'm sure. Would it be alright if I look around? I didn't really get the chance to yesterday.
I don't see any reason why not.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay. May I inquire as to why?
Let's just say I need to confirm something. And leave it at that.
He opens up the shop and you see it as he flips on a switch and it whirs to life. He goes in, puts on his apron, just says, have a look around.
And I'll go ahead and look around.
Perfect. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Mm. 18.
18.
Yes.
As you're looking around, you see that this shop is a mixture of organized and cluttered. There are plenty of various tools put about that seem to be in a place that someone who if they're looking for it, would know where it is. Same thing with bits of scrap metal and gears, ancient or otherwise, are just strewn about. There are clearly some commissions and also repair jobs that need to be done that are stationed in very specific areas. Regarding anything of the Yiga or any Yiga signage, you can't necessarily tell. There are at least also no recording devices or communication devices that you can find within here.
Awesome. Okay, he'll take a really quick pass around and he'll kind of circle back. Alright, well, thank you for letting me look around.
It's not every day that a member of Shadowclaw investigates my shop.
Well, we had to be sure. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I figured one of you would probably come stomping around one of these days, always looking in. I don't hold anything against it.
Just hope you understand I was just doing my job. I mean nothing personal by it.
I understand. You, the Shadowclaw, does what the Sheikah no longer do. We're the front people. You get your hands dirty. Now, anyway.
Yeah, wasn't always the case, but it's a good change of pace.
Well, you have me now. Perhaps there's any questions I could answer you directly.
Given current situations, there are reasons to believe the Yiga might be more active than they probably would have been in the last few years. Would you have any idea where they would start their operations?
The Yiga always keep their operations over in the Gerudo Desert. This is well known to the Sheikah and even Shadowclaw. As far as... well, they're always motivated by bringing Ganon back by any means necessary.
Alright. Is there anything... anything we should know? How they operate in particular ways? Anything we should be on the lookout for?
They are masters of disguise. If you are not careful, they can even infiltrate, and they have infiltrated, this forsaken, or this, I should say not forsaken, this sacred Yiga language. It's hard to get rid of sometimes. This sacred location many, many times. To do raids, try to kill Lady Impa. They fail. But they are able to infiltrate here. In the most remote place in Hyrule. Then if you're not on the lookout, they can get anybody.
Is there anyone currently in the village that we should be aware of? Someone we should be wary of, just in case.
Not to my knowledge. Yiga are, unless absolutely necessary, they deem it so. They are not quick to give away their identity. Oftentimes passing off as a random passerby.
Alright. Well,
There is one characteristic that I've never understood.
that is?
Bananas.
I'm sorry, what?
They have a weird fixation with bananas.
Is there a particular reason for it?
I have no clue.
That is so strange.
You're telling me I was one of them.
Fair.
My guess is that it's just a fruit that doesn't grow in the desert often, so it's just treated as a special treat.
Is it like gold, apparently?
There's a literal portion in the Yiga hideout that is just dedicated to holding bananas. I'm not even kidding.
That is very strange. I feel like... Well then. If it comes to it, that might be a good way to lure one out. You might have just given me some ideas.
Well, hopefully.
Hopefully indeed.
If there's anything else I can do to help, let me know.
Of course. I do apologize if I seem to be intrusive in your personal life. It's just my job. I had orders. And thankfully, I don't have to do something I know I was going to regret doing if I had to.
I recognize your eyes. I've seen them with myself. Trust me, I know.
Honestly, makes me worried about the rest of them.
Your friends? And my son?
Your son seems fairly capable enough. I mean, so did the other two, but... I mean, we fought monsters. But... I think recently something happened where people died. And I don't know how they're taking it. They seem to be fine, but... one in particular, Avon, he seems... off.
He drank 4 of those energy drinks, so yes, I would definitely say he is a little bit off. But regardless...
Before that, He's been very off. I think the first time he's actually seen an innocent die.
Then perhaps someone who has seen that, as unfortunate as it is, perhaps you can help him.
Perhaps. Let's see, I'm not very good with talking to people.
Have you met a deck?
Fair enough.
If you are truly Shadowclaw, you can read people decently well. May not necessarily be good at small talk. Just keep it simple. Perhaps not being so forward necessarily. Empathetic, I think is the word.
I think so. I'll try my best.
Sometimes,
I'll be honest.
Sometimes that's all we can do.
Yeah. I've only ever been open with like one other person, and that's actually funny enough, Demmi.
I haven't seen her much around. I saw her a few months ago for a wedding, but didn't have much of a chance to talk to her. She was pretty much in and out.
Sounds about right. Our work kind of takes us off to many places.
Indeed. If there's any other questions you have, let me know. I do need to get to this work.
Of course. I'm sorry to hold you up.
Oh, anything I can do to assist.
He gives him a little nod and bow and walks off.
Perfect. And with that, Avon.
Can I just say, I don't know if I was gonna say this before we went on break, but I feel like at some point if Cizri would have noticed Avon wasn't inside, she probably would have found, I don't know if he fell asleep, but she would have probably brought him back at least.
Yeah, that's fair.
Or found him. Unless I couldn't find him, that's fine.
I think that would have been fair. Like, he wasn't far away from the house at all. So it would have been a fairly easy thing to find him, that he probably wouldn't have passed out, and just like basically it would have been
deposit him back on the couch.
Yeah, puts him on the couch, blanket on, all that stuff.
Save Avon from a sunburn in the morning.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
That's exactly what I was about to roleplay.
Yeah, no. But Avon, you wake up and you're back in the couch. On the couch.
No, she put him in the couch.
Just
just
full on, just.
Yep, this is Cizri. This is Cizri's doing. Pulls himself out of the couch. So is this like in where Golo's at the workshop?
So Golo's at the workshop. You're currently in the main house.
Gotcha. Okay. I like very neatly the couch pads back and fold up the blanket because he's a very neat person and respectful of someone else's house. But then yeah, he'll go looking for people, see that I guess Cizri's back sleeping around here somewhere.
Yeah, Cizri, I'm not sure where you would necessarily be. Probably nearby, I guess. It's up to you.
Yeah, it depends on where is available. I don't know how many extra beds he has or whatever.
Somewhere here at the house, right?
Yeah, it's in the house.
Yeah. Golo would have provided extra rolls for everyone to sleep on. A deck, you probably would be sleeping more on the first floor as well, with your action figures too.
I forgot he had those.
Yeah, he has those.
Has them all around him.
Just set up as a fortress. Just no one's gonna get me.
Can I grab Cizri's pictograph?
Yeah. Oh no.
And take a picture of a deck sleeping with his action figures.
All right. So first, I want to make sure is a deck actually sleeping with his action figures?
I mean, they'd be buying, but it's not like a stuffed animal type situation.
Right. That
like they're like on a shelf or something. They're like lined up.
Okay, that's fair. But yes, you're definitely able to do so. Take it and it's loud. I would say a deck.
I would drop it and then like try and run out.
Yeah, at that point, Cizri and a deck, you both hear the clattering of the Picto box, and
I don't drop it like roughly. I place it back down.
All right. Well, I should say, okay, in that case,
I wouldn't want it to break. Yeah,
that's fair. In that case, Cizri, since you're right by, you do hear the of the Picto box.
I'm gonna try and stealth out before she fully wakes
Go ahead
up.
and make a stealth check. Yeah.
Oh, no. It's 12. Do have a 10 stealth.
Go make a perception check, Cizri.
The disadvantage because she's waking up.
Sure, disadvantage.
I wake up very quickly.
Yeah, it is going to be a flat roll. We'll say, yeah, this will be fine.
Thank you.
Yeah.
16.
16, 12. You're able to hear the sound. He puts it down, and you're able to see basically the feet and almost curtails of the shawl just whipping as he just turns the corner outside the house.
Did he take the picture with him, or is it coming
No,
out
it's
of
like
the
probably
camera?
coming out of the camera.
It's coming out.
Okay, I like pick it up. I look at the picture.
It is of a deck sleeping.
Mainly the action figures.
It is very oddly framed, but it's clear that it's basically like, almost like a deck's like chest upward to get the action figures in frame. It's clear that he was trying to position himself for a long time to get this shot.
Cizri looks at her camera very displeased that Avon touched it without her permission, and she just shakes the picture and puts it in her book, and waits for him to come back.
That's what twins do. But yeah, I'm if no one chases after me, he's gonna find Golo.
Yeah, Golo would be definitely in the back, still working.
Would you see Aaron walking off?
Aaron would be leaving at this time, yeah.
Be headed over to Demmi's grandmother's.
Is he still in calling distance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aaron, did you have any discussions or investigations?
Thought we did, actually. And there is something I did want to talk to you about, if you're okay with it.
Does it have to do with Golo?
Not really. It's more personal. It can wait. It doesn't have to be right now.
I'm fine, by the way. Just saying.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I saw a guy's neck get snapped twice in front of me. I needed a night to get that out of my mind.
Can I tell you something?
Sure.
You won't forget it. I haven't.
No.
But it's something you live with. And it's something you have to realize. You can't save everyone.
I know. Still gonna try.
It's admirable.
Yeah, not me. You can leave that to a deck and Cizri to be admirable.
You have it in you more than you think. I'll just...
Maybe. So, you said conclusion. You feel good or not?
Yeah, but okay.
100%?
100%.
Okay. Well, then I won't interrogate him. I have to start turning back around.
I'm sorry, you were going to also?
Yeah, I caught 2 bad guys now.
Yeah, fair.
Just saying.
But I think this one's okay.
I hope so. I wanted him to.
Well, for that deck's sake, I hope so also.
Yeah. Still go talk to him.
Yeah, have fun.
All right. You're gonna go find Demmi, right?
Mhm.
Good. We need to get to know her more.
Avon is
Insight check. How's he reacting? Is he any of his feathers getting rustled or his face blushing?
Actually, roll it.
It's a 24 insight.
dang.
Should have used on Golo, and I used on you.
No kidding. That's gonna come back to bite you here in a sec,
That is
dude.
gonna come back to you.
It's up to you. It's up to you, Aaron.
It will be the first time you actually notice Aaron not so stiff. He's actually relaxed when he talks about Demmi, or at least is comfortable enough that he's not in work mode all the time.
Wow, you actually do have a friend. I meant like, not like you can't have friends. More like, sounded like you would have killed them all already. So, I see
I get the
people saying
assumption.
how I say things. I'm still waking up.
It's fair. I get the assumption, but yes, she is actually a good friend of mine.
Good. Well, then I will take that accommodation into mind. Sorry, I don't. I mean, we're friends now.
Oh yeah,
You have
100%.
like at least 4. I don't have any real friends at home. Anyway, I'm just good. Let's just leave it at that.
Avon, we are friends. You are fine.
Perfect.
Have fun.
All right. And he's just trying to shake off his hangover.
I mean, at that point, with how many energy drinks you consumed, yeah, you basically have a
Yeah,
hangover.
he's got a headache for sure. Yeah.
If it wasn't for the sun,
Light sensitivity. Yeah, he's probably taking out the hat now and the sunglasses.
Yeah, even with the sunglasses, I'd say you would probably still have sunlight sensitivity for about at least an hour.
Sure.
Like,
The hat that he never wears, he's actually wearing it today. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. So I'd say at this point, you go and walk into Golo's shop, and you're just hearing ping, ping, as he's just working away on something.
Is it the Iron Man?
Pretty much.
Hammer handle?
Mr. Golo, sir.
Yep.
How are you doing this morning? Sorry for last night. I apologize. I don't normally lose it like that. The dancing, I'm sure, was quite atrocious to watch.
The dancing was rather charming, if I'm going to be honest. He puts a piece of metal off to the side to let it cool as he just scorched it in some water. He looks over and goes, "Well, if you losing control was through energy drinks, I'd hate to see what would happen with other substances, but
You call them energy drinks?
that's what a deck calls them. They supposedly provide energy. I never saw the appeal."
Makes sense. That makes a lot more sense now. Yep. That's exactly what happened. Okay. Overdid it. Good to know.
Yes, you did. I'm surprised you're not dead. But there's clearly a reason. He seems to pull something else out and starts screwing something together. There's clearly another reason as to why you came here. What
of
was
course.
it?
Well, hopefully you were caught up enough from your backload to do stuff you want to do today, or maybe have some more time to spend with the deck. But if you could just take a moment, and he pulls out the gun. Adek was saying this would need an arcane forge, possibly, to help improve fully. I was hoping to maybe find a way to make this more efficient, maybe somehow add it with my magical powers or arcane items, something. I don't know. Just trying to find a way to improve it.
He flips down his goggles and just kind of twists just ever so slightly. You just see as it kind of just starts zooming in. And he starts just examining it, looking it over, jotting down notes. He goes, flips up his goggles and goes, and what exactly? So basically, you're saying what you would like to do is have this almost be a vessel to cast your spells through.
Potentially, yes. So I'm found that I'm pretty good at aiming quite precisely to get a certain attack in, and I am able to now cast spells to charge it towards them. But I don't know. I just thought I just like to see how things work and improve them, and if we could incorporate, some sort of magical stone to give the bullet some sort of charge or something. It sounded like it could at least be doable. I've seen some of the things that a deck's armor can shoot out.
That I can certainly do. At least with a firearm right now, what I can certainly do is, given its ability to improve aiming and the ability to fire at a little faster rate, I can certainly do that. As far as other things, I haven't worked with firearms all that much, but as far as the ability to almost infuse elements of your spells into it is certainly something to look at, but not necessarily something I can do right now. But I can definitely, it seems to take a little bit of, looks over the Arcane Forge, pulls out a drawer, just shuffles through it, a little bit of jangling, and looks and goes, pulls out a almost blue crystal of sorts and goes, if you give me a day, I can certainly infuse this onto the pistol.
What does that do?
This will do exactly what I said. It'll, through this arcane means, what it will do is it'll help improve your aim with it. It'll also be able to allow you to, almost the bullet to be able to fire out at a higher velocity.
That would be fantastic, actually. And would you actually be able to make bullets for it as well? I haven't been able to come across any.
Bullets, unfortunately, no. I'm not necessarily a blacksmith in that. In that instance, I'm not familiar with firearms all that much. But I do believe there is an ammunitions shop. I believe it's called the Quiver. Mainly sells arrows, but I wouldn't be surprised if they would also sell a little bit of bullets and sorts of that.
Cool. Thank you. That's great. I'll see if we can pass that later or when we come back.
Certainly. Well, regardless, I could go ahead and work on this for the day as well as a few other things, but I can certainly get this done.
How much would your daily price be for you to work on a project like this?
Something like this, normally firearms are very costly. Can usually run anywhere between base before any enhancements alone can almost run around 1,000 rupees.
Oof. All right.
Additional enhancements can potentially go as high as almost, if you were to buy it, can make it go as high as 3,500 rupees alone. Baseline. However,
you could scrap it for parts, I guess. I don't think I'll be able to ever pay that.
However, you are helping my adeck, and you got him back to me here safely, and I'm willing to do that. Therefore, this I consider, and you helped me last night. Therefore, what you did last night, and helping my son, I consider that payment.
Wages provided.
You assisted me last night on your own volition. I think it's only fair.
Alright. And how about I'll add in a potion as well, so you can, just in case anything happens here. And I make these, actually, so.
It's been a while since I've barded. I'll consider that.
I've offered them to the rest of my group. Everyone said no, so it's yours.
Very well. I'll consider that payment in full.
Well, thank you for your kindness. I do not wish to continue any sort of questioning upon you. I think you've proven yourself very welcoming to all of us. But I do have to ask, if you don't mind.
Yes.
And I know it's rude, especially after your kindness that you just showed me, and I do like a deck. A lot. And you can see how much I like to protect my sister. I consider a deck part of that as well. I know what he carries upon his shoulders and what he's trying to prevent. You want to prevent that as well, right?
As much as I possibly can.
So you have no more association with them currently? This Yiga clan?
And to figure out what they did to him, I want them wiped off the face of the earth.
Can I insight check that?
Yep.
Oh, still rolling decent. Okay. 22.
He seems to be fairly honest. As you're looking down, you see him as he does have his arms folded a little bit, leaning on the table. You do notice that his fingers almost tense up when he says that, as a sense out of a man that is purely thinking about his son was wronged, and there's nothing he could have done to stop it. And it's just someone that he is completely almost enraged by this thought.
I'm sorry for what you have both gone through. I've seen very good from him and a deep heart. Someone that's accepted me. I don't know why, but someone that's seen through my brashness. He has a chance to really make a difference. And the people that we're getting involved with, they can right the wrongs that have happened. Continue to not associate with them. Even if you're trying to get back at them. If you do find out any information, I'm sure you already know our friends' associations. I will do anything I can to make sure he is safe.
That is all that I can ask. I know it would be foolish of me, though I would love nothing more, to just have my own personal crusade and to rend them limb from limb. But
I get that as well.
But then I wouldn't be here for a deck. Or his wife. Or or my wife. It's early in the morning. I still need my coffee. It's brewing right over there. The machine is still... As you hear it...
I'm good with caffeine for now. Thank you, though.
As he just face palms, as it starts to smoke and explode, he goes, okay, well, I guess I'm just going to have to go to the local shop. Okay, it's no problem.
Men to that.
That is
Amen to the coffee.
That is quite handy.
Very much so.
Thank you.
If this job doesn't work out, I'll come back and apply for your shop.
You won't even need to apply. I'll accept you right away.
Find out how to make more of these teleportation circles more private use, and maybe we'll talk.
Technically, they are very well. Well, I think you have the rest of the day ahead. I won't keep you any longer.
Do you want to join us? I think we're having I don't know, someone, they called it brunch at Demmi's house.
I was never a brunch person. I think you go for yourself.
That'd be coffee.
I think I'll be fine.
And soup, apparently.
Oh, trust me. She always has soup. There's just soup. It's
Only soup.
only soup.
Soup actually sounds very good today, so. Well, thank you. I know that was very rude of me to ask, and I'm sure it was not easy to answer any of Aaron's questions, but we had to be sure.
Certainly. Do not worry. I'm not afraid to answer because I have nothing to hide.
Good. Thank you.
Certainly. All right. And Cizri. Eventually, as this is happening, Avon doesn't come back for a while, but you do see the picture. So, what do you do after Avon doesn't seem to be coming back?
I mean, when we're all woken, or when I wake up, is it like, if I wake up Attic, is that going to ruin his long rest? Or?
I'll say no.
Okay. Yeah, if Avon's not coming back, I probably would wake up Attic, like, after I get ready. Hey.
What?
Good morning! I think that we're doing brunch or something over at Demmi's. If you're awake, I can leave you alone though if you just want to sleep or hang out with your dad, but I wanted to let you know I'm supposed to be herding everyone over there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sounds great. Let's do it. Real quick though, before that, I want to show you something.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I'll get up and step into my armor. Two things, I guess, now. One, the shield, like, pops out, bursts out.
Oh,
Look
you
at
finished!
Yeah, it's
Oh!
The imagery is so sick.
Yeah, it's so cool.
and then right back in, so.
That doesn't even take any time at all. It makes
I
me
know.
lifting up my shield seem so lame now.
I'm pretty happy with this. Very dopers.
Yeah. Oh, definitely dopers.
So, big thanks to Robbie and my dad helped too. There's a lot of meaning behind this now.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, you've been working on that forever. I'm so excited for you.
Second thing, before we get breakfast, follow me.
Okay. Follow him.
So with the Sheikah and their kind of sacred, religious-y background of stuff too, I'm gonna take her down to the goddess statue. So I'll walk her down there and just be like, so, I mean, with what people are saying about you and all that, I don't know if you maybe coming alongside this and maybe offering up a prayer or something to the statue would be helpful to you. I don't know. Something that's important to my culture, so.
Out of character, was this the place that the wolf took me, or did he take me somewhere to, like, the fairy fountain?
He took you to the fairy fountain. He was more leading you up there and then leading you just go into the forest just to be secluded.
Okay, just making sure, because I remember there was two kind of sacred thingies.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make sure I was having the right sacred thing.
You're good.
Oh. Who'd pray to the goddess, right?
Yeah, I guess Hylia. So, I mean, I'm gonna offer up a prayer just for what we're doing and for seeking the pool of power and for you and your path that you're on, and I mean Avon and his path that he's on. So it's just a lot of unknown things. So I don't know if you'd want to join me in that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think I do, actually. Avon's gonna, do not tell him I told you first. He's gonna kill me. I just don't know how much information he can take right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you guys were kind of right about the whole suspicion about me.
Were you not bought in on that?
Well, I just wasn't sure. It just didn't feel real.
Oh.
You know? Like, why would it be me, you know?
Why wouldn't it be you?
I just sat around in the Twilight Realm for like 100 years, like watching a shop. It didn't really seem, you know, why would it be?
I don't know. It's not necessarily like a hero isn't necessarily something you could prepare to be. It's just somebody who steps up when they need to.
Yeah. It's a pretty good quote. If I had a notebook I wrote in all the time like Avon, I would write that down.
Avon out of nowhere writes it down and leaves.
So now I might be a little bought in on it. That Hero's Shade came and talked to me again. And he said that's what I was. If I decide to take it, I guess.
Even more reason for you to maybe offer a prayer here.
I guess. I mean, I'm not against doing what needs to be done. So, yeah.
Attic will just like kind of. What you asking?
Well, just don't tell Avon I told you first.
Okay. But yeah, Attic will just kind of like drop to a knee and just kind of begin to have a little prayer, praying for Cizri, Avon, and for himself. Religion check. 18.
I would probably, unless I can think of anything that's like a Tweely custom for like how you would do something respectful, I would probably copy him if there's not anything that Tweely do necessarily.
Yeah, with that, yeah, I would say you would definitely have different practices. You have to go ahead and make a religion check.
Um, 16.
At this point, you are able to go ahead and you do kneel down as well. It's not so much lighting incense, but it's more so as a meditation. Something that you have definitely come accustomed to, and you are definitely making a connection with the statue. But that's really about it at this point.
Okay. I think my little prayer would mostly be focused on Attic, especially just with everything he has to deal with, and also Avon. Like, these two seem to be in the most turmoil, so it's just like help them on their journeys type of thing.
Mm-hmm. You definitely gather that there was something or someone definitely received it, but that's pretty much it.
Okay. So like after I'm done, I kind of like get up and I wait for him to be done.
How was it?
Oh, I felt like something hurt me, so that's always a plus. So I think you're right. I think this place is sacred.
Oh yeah, this place is definitely very sacred.
Did it help you at all?
Yeah, I can tell I was heard. So it's comforting.
Good. Well, you seem better here. I'm sure being home helps.
Yep. Just preparing for everything I think we're gonna be facing.
Yeah. You okay with everything Impa told you? Your options?
I'm gonna keep fighting against it, so anything I can do to prevent it.
Yeah. Well, whatever you decide on how you want to deal with it, just let me know.
Not the deal thing.
Not the deal.
No.
Okay.
I would rather risk my life at that pool than make a deal with Twin Rova.
Well, yeah, and if they were the ones that did it, I could see that potentially not being the best call. So I get it.
Yeah.
Mm. Okay.
So we get a chance, we should head out that way.
Sure. Make sure you're ready, though. You feel up to it, I guess. Right?
Yeah. I mean, we'll get there when we can, right? So,
Okay.
guess we will see if it becomes more of a dire thing ever.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I just don't want to get to that point, you know?
Yeah, that's true. I guess if you feel like something's getting worse,
Yeah.
let us know, and then
we'll see.
Yeah. But like I said, I have full confidence in you.
Well, I have confidence in you, so yeah.
Thanks.
But,
Yeah.
yeah.
The only thing is, my wolf person did not know what the memory weak thing is. I was hoping he did.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Actually, can you, before we go to Demmi's, can you just take me to your post office really fast so I can see if...
Oh, yeah, we're here. Let's go.
Okay. But thanks for this. This was thoughtful.
Avon's going to, by the way.
To the post office?
I was going to say that after that.
All right.
That's great.
Well, good news is, as Adek and Cizri, you arrive at the post office. Avon is there about to enter in, and you three meet up.
Great minds.
Good morning,
Hey.
sunshine.
Buenos dias. It's the local phrase, I guess.
Never heard that before.
No? Oh.
That's his language he made up. I don't know.
A guard passes by and goes, "That is not our language."
I thought it was. I'll start over. Alright. No, I guess you had the same thought I did?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Probably not
How
gonna
you
have
feeling?
any- Sun sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need to label your drinks, or, like, have, like, a warning on them or something. I did not know what they were. Very good, by the way. Very
they're
effective.
warning, but it's in Sheikah, so...
That's fair. That's understandable. I mean, they work, though, so yay. They're very potent. I like them. Just not all at the same time.
Makes sense. In moderation next time, I guess.
Very much so. But
Also,
That
don't
was
touch
needed
my
for the
camera again. I don't appreciate you taking my stuff.
oh, I'm so sorry. I thought we were just trusting each other.
That's my favorite thing. You can't take my favorite thing.
Well, then don't go running off on your own, I guess.
All right, let's go.
Sorry, I took your camera last night to take a picture of you guys all dancing.
Well, see, now we're all fair. Fair game.
I quickly had to apologize for that.
Attic, you made the camera. You're allowed to use it whenever you want. It's the difference.
But I'm not.
You have to ask me first.
I mean, he did kind of help me with parts of it, so
it's like a third of the time I don't have to ask.
A third of. Yeah, all right. Fine. I can't argue.
So when have
with
we
that.
ever asked permission to use each other's stuff?
No, that's just my favorite thing. You can use anything else I have.
Fair enough.
This is like very limited pictures, so.
Okay.
If I have a giant stack of the papers, then I guess I don't care.
Yes, we'll have to find someone to replace them. I know. You said you can buy them, right? Somewhere around. Attic?
Oh yeah, there's shops.
Yeah.
I guess like Clocktown was one of them, right?
Clocktown is one of them. It's mainly the bigger towns that would definitely have them.
But if I get materials, I could probably make some more too if you need them.
Oh! Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, I don't mind if you guys use it. It's just I would be so scared if something beautiful was there and then I couldn't take a picture. You know?
Oh yeah.
But no, the picture you took.
Are you saying that Attic
super
is
cute.
not beautiful? I mean, I took a picture of something beautiful. I thought,
Took a picture of me.
Yes, he did actually.
So we are coming in. If we could borrow some of your services, we sent a letter and need assistance.
As you just push the door aside and open up, you see that it is a clerk behind a Sheikah clerk behind the desk, where there's a big cubby, almost like a cubby holes, basically, where they're just throwing the mail into it, and he turns around, and it's a Sheikah that is adorned in the usual attire with black hair, darker skin, and green eyes, it looks like. And he goes, yes, I could certainly. What services do you need?
Well, I had sent a letter home to, you see, we're Twilight, back to our realm, and was asking that they'd reply to Loreline, so I don't know if you'd be able to see if they replied back there. And also, I had a question about security of the deliverance of your letters. Is there any way that anyone else would have seen this letter?
Or like intercepted it or anything.
Intercepted it.
The only other way someone could have intercepted it is if, the carrier was killed and therefore robbed, or if it was on train, if the train was robbed. Other than that, the mail carrier is very secure.
You don't have any carriers that have been robbed or trains that have been robbed that you know of, right?
He looks over onto a little bit of thing and just scans down and says, nothing recently.
Of course, we would never question the security of post office.
Do you have like a signature required type thing?
Oh yes, of course, always.
I didn't pay for that. So
I see there's a bit of a problem there. But
they offered a cheaper price for the letter to go unsigned.
That is a bit of a problem there, but regardless, it will get to the place safe and sound. As far as... can I have a name?
Yes, it would have been under Avon. Hold on.
Are you looking for your last name?
Yeah.
Sylvius.
Thank you. I was like, it's in the Discord. Hold on.
Yep.
It's in there somewhere.
I was say I have D&D Beyond up right here where I'm looking at all your stuff. I could, yeah. So he flips through, goes, Avon Sylvius. Oh yes, that was sent almost just over a month ago. It was received back in Castletown, and then was transferred over to Gerudo Town, where it was then transferred to the Twilight Realm. So it made its destination.
Perfect. And any way to see if to get a letter from Loreline if one was sent back? Or do you have I guess you would have records.
Yeah, do you have records of like if a letter was sent back to us?
A letter seems about 2 days ago arrived in Gerudo Town and seems to be making its way to Castletown. There's no ledger on it arriving in Castletown just yet.
Okay. Is there any way you could have it just stop at Castletown for us to pick up there? Right, because we were going to go there, weren't we? Or do we or send it anywhere, I suppose?
Well, if you want to forward it to another place, that would be an additional charge that I'll have to do. I can't have it stop in Castletown. That, again, will be a charge, but won't be as much as having it forward to another location than Loreline.
Mm-hmm.
No, we'll just have it stay at Castletown.
Stay at Castletown. For any amount of period, or just until you arrive?
Till we arrive.
Till you arrive. Okay. He writes all that down and just seems to just crumple up into a piece of paper, puts it into a tube, and says, and with that, I'll say go ahead and 5 rupees for that.
Sure. I just pay him 5 rupees.
Perfect. And at that moment, he then walks over and says, perfect.
Meal.
Puts it to his pouch and then pulls down a metal tube and just and you just hear almost a vacuum noise go, and he then just cranks it back up. Is it anything else I can help you with?
I think that's it.
All right. Well,
good to go.
Thank you.
Perfect. Well, if there's anything else, the Hyrule Postal Service is always at your service. We really need to think up a new catch slogan.
I'll let you know if I think of one.
Oh, all right. And
we don't have to RP it, but is there any way I could, on the way, maybe get some bullets?
Yeah, you can certainly. You'll be able to definitely get pick up some bullets. A round of 10 will say cost you about 20 rupees.
He'll pick up. He'll pick up 40.
Okay.
So 80.
Yep, 80.
Is there any way you would be willing to possibly bring that price down if we trade? Would you be interested in potions of any sort?
You see behind you is a female Sheikah, tanner skin, black hair. Actually, no, this one has white hair and red eyes. And she's looking like, well, unfortunately, you are taking my entire stock of this ammunition. So 80 rupees is what it's going to be.
That's fair. All right, 80 it is. Thank you.
Perfect. So, all right, and as you're coming out of the shop, you do see Demmi riding the horse, coming down to see how you all are doing. Aaron, you definitely would have seen Demmi riding the horse on your way up to her house.
He probably would have followed her flying.
Perfect. Yeah. So at that point, Aaron probably just lands on top of the house while Demmi arrives on the horse, and you all appear in front of Adek's house.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
First off, good morning. Second off, Demmi, your horse is too fast.
Yeah, get better. Cizri, this is my horse.
Oh my goodness, what is your horse's name?
Makara.
Makara. Oh, hello. And I just go with like baby talking.
He really likes. Here, give him a carrot.
Oh! Wait, what do I do? Oh, okay.
Just hold it flat on your hand. And he just like.
Oh my goodness. Can I take a picture of him?
Yes. Do you want a picture of him on the horse?
Do
Do you want to sit on the horse and and have a picture.
Well, I was going to just take a picture of him just standing majestically.
Oh, yes.
Right
yes.
here. The wind is blowing
Mhm.
perfectly. Click!
It is a majestic photo as it's just
He
gleaming.
poses.
It is gleaming in the sunlight with his mane perfectly flowing in the wind. This is like something that would appear on like Hyrule GQ, basically.
Yes.
I am going to... Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to cast Speak with Animals and talk to him. Did you like that?
One second.
I can't wait to see Lit do a horse.
I am looking.
I
up-
actually probably would have had this up right from like.
No, I am looking up the stats of a horse to make sure that I roleplay the thing correctly. Okay. Oh, because he looks at us. It has been a while since riding. It's good exercise. Good exercise.
Very good exercise.
Nice,
Good job.
relaxing. Very.
She thinks that you are very handsome.
Well, I am very handsome.
You are. He's very happy, Cizri. He says that.
What do you mean he says that?
I can speak to animals with the spell that I just did.
Tell him that he's majestic and I love him.
You're majestic and she loves you.
Well, I know I'm majestic. But does she have any oats?
We'll get some later.
Okay.
I don't
Fine.
think she has any oats.
The grass will suffice.
And you
Just looks like grass.
you can ride him back if you want. That's why I brought him.
Oh! Just tell me what to do and I'll try it.
Okay. You have to get up in the saddle and I'll help you up. He's a big horse too. Very big.
Awesome. I don't know how easy it is to do it the first time, but I will definitely attempt.
Well, we are gonna roll the skill that is hardly ever rolled in 5e.
I know!
Animal handling.
Woo!
I think I have a different
Okay.
experience because I roll animal handling almost every session in my other games.
I don't roll it that much, and one of the guys in my Friday game is one of those madmen that took expertise in animal handling because he's a farmer, and I absolutely love it.
I got a 12.
12. You go and you pull on the reins a little bit, and Demmi, Makara just looks at you and goes, so let's tight on the reins.
Sorry, she's new. She's new.
Too tight.
She's like, where does she want me to go?
Cizri.
Cizri.
I'm doing it, you guys!
Yeah, the reins, that's the rope thing that you're holding, just
Uh-huh.
let that go, because he thinks that he wants to take off, or
I see.
spin it in a circle. That's not a good thing. You don't want to
Oh.
gallop.
I was kind
the
of
first
enjoying
time.
it, but let's say that's fine.
Yeah. Okay. And so I'll just go through and show her, like, basic stuff, and then just ask Makara to follow me as I'm walking back to the house.
Okay,
And
so
we're just
it's
making a train.
it's very much the first writer's
Yep.
experience. Okay.
At one point, though, I'm like, can he... I want him to go, like, very fast. Like, just light speed.
Just
type
put your
thing.
put your heel into him.
Okay, Makara, Makara,
Meh.
I would like you to sprint back to the stable, okay? Be very gentle, but can you sprint? Just to the stable? Just
Okay.
it's only like 500 feet. Can you just
I'll follow just in case she falls.
go fast?
Okay.
And I'll get you
Okay.
extra oats. Yeah.
Make it swift, carrots.
Sounds good.
All
Just
right.
don't All right.
Okay.
And
And
at that point, following it, you just rockets, just full on, just gallop. And Cizri, this is unlike anything you have ever experienced, as the wind is just rushing past your face.
Aaron's trying to keep up.
Yeah, I'd say at this point, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw to see if you're able to stay on.
Yay! I'm just like
I just tried to keep up so I can catch
scream
him
laughing, like, because I'm having such a good time.
Absolutely.
Why do we see 4 empty carrot tapes at the bottom of my vision? It's really strange. And they're filling up slowly.
yeah, that's just in the village.
17.
17. It is
Nice.
very jarring at first as you are just jolted back. However, you are able to maintain the pace and hold on as you feel him slip one way. Your instincts for balance kick in, and you're able to almost follow him ever so slightly. But it is still very, like, you're almost falling off, but you're able to keep yourself on because you're used to keeping yourself balanced. And he just does almost just a straight up if a horse could drift, this Makara drifts almost into the what?
You can technically drift a horse. It's a little weird, but you can.
If a horse, yeah. So basically, if the horse could drift, he basically would into the stable, and he just stops. And Aaron, you land as Cizri is just laughing with glee, and you are panting because you were basically just in a morning sprint.
I gotta get me one of these. Oh my goodness, this is the best thing I've ever had, like, ever experienced ever. Like, this is like in my top 10 for sure. And she's just like talking with the horse, like, you went so fast, that's so cool.
She's gonna be talking about this for a week.
Can I give my opinion? Please get the loft wing instead. At least I can catch up with that.
Oh, it's not as fast? I want to be faster than you, Aaron. You always run off faster than me, so it was kind of nice to be on the other side of that, you know?
Well, I guess that's fair. I guess now I know what it feels like. Okay.
There we go. I like dismount.
If Attic and Avon, if you want to ride.
Nope.
Okay.
Thank you, though. No.
Oh, you definitely should try it, Avon and Attic, both of you.
Absolutely not.
So, I think we should probably get Mira home.
Yeah, we probably stop horsing around.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Sorry.
At that moment, Mira does come running up and goes, "I saw a horse galloping away. What is going on?"
The horse
you want to
kidnapped
try, Mira?
Cizri.
Have you
Not necessarily.
been on the horse?
I've not been on. I've been in carriages, but I've not been on a horse. I've been on. Technically, even in the water, I don't necessarily need to ride anything. So
Yeah.
And Mira, at this point, you gather, is fairly small, even smaller than Demmi. So the size of this horse is definitely intimidating to her, because I'm assuming Makara is almost like a Clydesdale of sorts.
Yeah, he's huge.
Yeah.
Is that like 23, 24 hands tall? Yeah, tall.
Yeah, something like that. So
That's
Hands?
how you measure horses. Yeah, they call it hands.
Why?
I
Don't hands
don't
hang?
know. I don't know.
don't know.
ask me.
That seems very unscientific.
Clydesdale.
Why is cubit from foretip, from like elbow to foretip?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Got some weird measurements.
Yep.
It's what I got on me.
I'm gonna give Makara some of the carrots as promised, and then lead everybody into the house.
And as you enter into the house, Demmi, would you care to describe what they see?
Yeah, it's a fairly large house, but it's not like fancy mansion or anything. It's just like there's a lot of stuff. There's like kid toys and stuff immediately when you come in. And it looks like there's 2 levels and then maybe like kind of like a basement-y area. But it's like very open and you can smell all the good smells. And yeah, I guess all her family's there. Do you want me to describe them too?
No, what you see before you is you see a elderly Sheikah, almost like hunched over, very small in stature. And then you see a young girl running around, or two young girls running around, along
Boy and a girl.
A boy and a girl, that's right, thank you. And then...
Yeah, you had long hair, it's fine.
And then another Sheikah that appears to be almost like, you can definitely tell is definitely familial to Demmi with her appearance. Older, about same stature, give or take, correct?
Yeah, same build, same height.
So, I'm sorry, she's 5 years younger.
Yeah, she's younger than me.
So she is younger. And it is pure, utter chaos as everyone is coming to sit around the table. And the grandmother sees you all and she goes, "Oh, Demmi, these are your friends that you spoke about."
Yeah. This is Aaron, who is kind of a coworker. Adek, whose father is Golo. You know, that's fun. And we have Avon and Cizri.
He was the one you heard outside screaming.
Yeah, she rode
Oh, I
Makara.
wasn't that loud.
Ah, okay. It goes, well, that certainly explains a lot. Well, go ahead, sit down. I got some soup for you. It's very good.
This soup.
Eric kind of covers the arrows with his wings, noticing the small children running around.
They will take those.
I know, that's why I'm covering them.
See how many you have left.
Maybe I should have left the weapons at home. Oh well.
Is it that you're hiding again?
My arrows.
Oh,
I mean, granted, there's like, what, 500 of them in there?
that's funny.
But,
Okay.
anyways.
And a Sheikah male seems to be coming in at that point. Very strong and stocky, standing barely just shorter than a deck. Almost similar in frame. Almost like full on bushy beard and like full on hairy arms. He is basically almost like if a Sheikah was a lumberjack. Comes in, puts down some logs and puts down a little bit of an axe. Well, is the breakfast ready? I could certainly go for some. Oh, I see that we have guests. More than merrier.
These are my friends.
Tan.
Hi.
Tan, pleasure to
Nice.
meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for having us, everybody. This is a fun group.
Oh, he sits down at the table. Well, we love having people over, especially since it seems that Demmi decided to arrive without telling us.
I mean, we weren't supposed to, have an accident with the cart, so that certainly helped.
What? I didn't hear about this. Do tell.
Yeah, so, I didn't want to, Adek was reuniting with his dad. Yeah, so I'm home. Fun, bad story. My mentor and I, Purna, she is recovering currently in her room. We were en route to another city to do some security, and it caught on fire, and she has burns. My hands are wrapped because of some burns, so we had to come home and, take care of ourselves. But that's the story. We don't know how it happened. The cart just caught on fire. All of our goods and stuff were unfortunately lost, but we saved ourselves and Makara, so that's what matters.
Potentially insensitive question.
Mm-hmm.
On the Light Realm, do things just spontaneously burst into flames? Or is this a strange...
This was a
Correct.
very strange thing. We're still trying to get intel from it, and I was trying to see the source of the fire. Either something wasn't put away, which we're always been good with for 20 years, so I don't know why it'd be now, or an attack. I don't know.
Stealthy attack, I would assume then, if you didn't see anybody around.
Mm-hmm. It was early in the morning, so as we were getting stuff set up. So
the little boy comes out, just almost like jumps on the table. Like, it was probably a Yiga, and he just goes like his meanest face. Like, if they were there, I would have fought them.
That's Noha.
Hi.
Oh, hi. You would have fought him?
Yeah, fought them real good.
I bet you got some good moves.
Oh yeah, he just goes up, just like, oh yeah, I got some real good moves.
His sister Mary is around here somewhere.
Oh, we're playing hide and seek. I'm trying to find her right now. I can't find her.
Can I?
Yeah,
Can I
go ahead
check?
and make a perception check.
Where's my die? Wow, 24.
You slightly look up and you see that Mary is almost just hanging out up in the rafters.
I was thinking about it too.
I'm keeping that to myself. You can find her on his own.
And at this point, Tan looks over and just says, "Well, we are certainly glad to see that you are quite all right, Demmi. Explains those bandages, but okay, what about you all being here and everything like that?" At this point, the grandma is putting out the bowls. It's a small little bowl, steaming soup. It's very thick, lots of potatoes and meats. The meat is specifically almost chicken-like, or cuckoo-like, I should say, cuckoo-like.
Oh, we're here to see Attic's dad and see where he grew up. So it's been great.
Oh, you were here to see Golo. Oh yes, that's right. You're Golo's boy. Glad to see you back. It's been a while.
Yeah, I'm back.
And he looks and goes. The grandma goes, "Well, it's always good to see any Sheikah return back. But I guess by the look in your eye that you're not staying here long."
No.
I'm going to be helping them. Impa actually told me to help them, so I'm also going to be going.
At that moment, Mary just breaks her cover and just goes. She goes, "What? No, you can't leave just yet. You just got here." And she almost just like at that point just grabs a rope that she used to climb up there and just throws it down and just slides down it. You just got here. You can't leave just yet.
But it's work, and remember, if we're protecting, Auntie is protecting. So, you know, I have to make sure that everywhere's protected. And you can stay here and get very strong.
And at that, Noha comes around and is like, "Oh, there!" I was like, "Oh, there you are. Where were you?" I was like, "I was up in the rafters. You never look up there." He goes, "You want to be able to fight Yiga? You want to be able to last 5 minutes against a Yiga."
My sister here also likes to hide out on roofs.
Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm. It's the best place.
Also, twins.
Oh, Noah, look, more twins. And they just run over and they just do the whole thing of where like he just like wraps his arms around her and just like leans against her as like Mary just stumbles just a little bit and is looking over. He goes, "Oh, we haven't seen anyone like you before."
Yeah, well, that's because we are Tweely, so I'm sure there's not too many of us
Or
around.
Twilight in your region. I'm not sure exactly how the, it's different in each region we visit, it seems.
Yeah.
Noha just tugs his dad's robe just a little bit and says, "Dad, aren't those the people that were banished a long time ago. And he just kind of just puts his hand on his head and goes, not the time. Apologies.
Oh, that wasn't us specifically.
Oh yeah, no, not us.
Those were bad people, and we're trying to make up for it a lot better.
Yes. We don't judge people based upon their appearance. People can be different. Trying to
There we go.
I'm trying to teach that best we can.
A
Again,
small village. They have to learn about a bigger world.
thankfully for Sheikah, Lady Impa is doing her best to teach these things, all things considered.
Yeah.
But anyway, apart from that, here, go. Get up here. Have your breakfast. Guess this is more lunch for me.
Also, Mary, I was going to say, we also left family behind at our home.
Oh, you.
But sometimes it's good to remember that when people leave, it means that you're just even better when you see them return.
I'd say Avon, go ahead and make a persuasion check. I'll with what Demmi said, I'd say go ahead and make that with advantage. Actually.
Oh, thanks for the advantage. Nat 20 on the second one.
Dang!
The 1 to a 20.
Are you serious?
Yes, so part of our people are the really bad people. We did a lot of bad things. However, when you leave and you're good, it's even better when they return. He saves the story halfway through.
Exactly. He looks. She looks at you and goes, I guess that. I'm sorry, Aunt Demmi. I didn't mean to say that you can't go. I just not around that much.
I know. I'm so sorry. Look, just do your training stuff. I gave you those shuriken for a reason. Just...
That was you that gave it? Demmi.
It's the family business! What do you want?
They're
probably gonna do it, anyways.
Oba.
They're blunted. They're magnetic to a board. Fine.
Oba comes up and just with the soupy ladle just smacks the back of Tan's head and just goes, she knows what she's doing. Don't let her do her job. He's like, okay. I can't win.
I may be the only aunt, but I have to be the favorite one.
I don't know if that qualifies. If you're the only aunt, you're gonna be the favorite by default.
The really good one.
Certainly. And it's just out of curiosity, is anyone partaking in the soup?
Yes.
Yes.
All
That'd
right.
be rude.
Yeah. So at this point, I'd say everyone go ahead and make a con save.
Can't say for grandma soup.
19.
Okay.
13.
Okay.
I got a
6.
1.
Oh.
16.
16?
6.
I've had
Okay.
a lot of this soup.
So, those of you who passed, if you had a level of exhaustion, it is now removed. And
Wait, who passed?
Adek, Cizri, and Aaron, you 3 passed. And you gain 4 temporary hit points.
Oh, let's go.
Good soup.
Good soup.
Good soup.
Oh, is it bubbling for the rest of you, or is that just because I still have energy drink in me?
This is the best soup ever.
This is
It's really
amazing.
Oh, it tastes great.
I would eat this every day of my life, honestly.
I just might want to rethink.
Oba just Oba is just like, well, there's certainly more where that came from. Tan just looks at you and just is shaking his head. It's like,
Yeah, we're all just like,
If you put these in little jars with lids, you could sell these.
oh yes, but it only lasts for so long though. It's got to be while it's hot.
I could look into a preservative. See, you could just put them maybe metal can. You could seal them for a while, actually.
Can they be reheated?
Let's see. Yeah.
Kind of like
That's
your
what I
kettle that you already made, honestly.
Oh well, you could certainly reheat it. I don't know if it would maintain its properties though, but you could definitely reheat it.
Something to think about.
Certainly. But this is something that always the people, whenever they are hungry or hard day's work, especially since the chill of the winter is starting to come in, people love to come to Old Olba's to get some nice soup.
I can see that.
Talked it up. So.
Wait, what happened to people that failed? Just nothing happened?
Nothing happens.
It's just
Oh,
good soup.
okay. It's just good soup.
It's just good soup. And with that, as the time begins to run down, Airily definitely does make her way in and starts to sit down. Well, good to see that you've made your way back, Demmi. I'm assuming it's probably only for a day or so?
Yeah, I'm going with this group under Impa's orders, so I'm sorry I'm not going to be here for very long. I promise it shouldn't be as long as it has.
Well, just get back to us safely. There's, the obvious way behind those words.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, glad to see everyone. Glad to see all friends here. Twiley, Rito, Zora. That is quite interesting. Yeah, Mira got the similar effects. So then, when are you all heading out?
I mean,
Well,
I'm
Leaving today,
Okay.
actually.
Yes.
Mhm.
If you leave
maybe
today,
like a quick stop to the fairy fountain, and then we can go. Is that possible?
stopping by the fairy fountain. Definitely something you should want to do. She'll probably require an offering of sorts, usually in the form of rupees, but she'll definitely be able to assist people. And
Really?
to receive a blessing for the great fairy is a great honor.
Oh, well, that sounds fun. Okay.
You said you have
what's
to
like
pay rupees?
an
Typically,
offering?
that's typically how the offering works with the great fairy. It's usually payment in rupees.
Do you know how, what the average, I guess, what's acceptable in your light realm?
It varies from fairy fountain to fairy fountain. The one here is at most 100 rupees.
Okay. Sounds worth it to me.
We could all just pool together.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, if you guys, I'm not going to insist if we all feel like we're in a hurry. We don't have to, but, if we're here, then, I kind of at least want to look at it.
I would love to see the Great Fairy Fountain. I've never seen one before.
Oh! Yeah.
So no one questions the exhortation or an indulgence from the fairies. It's widely acceptable here.
People get paid for their work. This is what they do.
Touche.
I just beam at Attic. That was the most quick way to get him to agree.
I just never, I was usually religion. Well, I guess it's not religion. Oh, interesting.
The Great
They're
Fairy.
just magic.
Great fairies aren't necessarily worshipped.
Well, then totally acceptable.
Great fashion senses.
Indeed. They can provide various bonuses and boons to people if they have the means to do so.
Oh.
I
That
mean,
sounds even more fun.
this is the same level as the fairy that we saved at the lake, right?
This is this is one a step beyond that.
One step higher. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
This is she goes, this is basically the fairy.
Gotcha.
There's multiple spread around Hyrule. But this one, we guard, among other things.
Then is it like a tier system of like an upgrade package for how many rupees for a higher level of benefit?
I don't know. I've never necessarily done it.
Maybe like a discount for bundling more?
Discounts don't work with the Great Fairies.
Discounts around here, it's unfortunate.
You're very business-minded.
Oh, just wait.
I mean, bartering is just like an everyday thing. It's just like how you like chit-chat at home.
No.
That's fair. I mean, I ran a cart that had a whole store with like knickknacks while we were doing our perimeter thing.
See, that was also your cover, though. It wasn't necessarily your
Yeah,
business.
well, that too. Well, it was both. It was a legitimate business. We had a good like flow for
Are
20
you still
years.
selling anything? I mean, if it's on discount, if you're trying to get rid of anything.
It's all gone.
It burned, Avon.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't
Rude.
know everything burned. I just thought the cart and you guys partially burned. I didn't know the inventory did.
All the
Well-
inventory's gone.
She goes, well,
Well, my
usually when a cart catches fire, anything within it goes foom.
Oh, it depends on how quickly it burns. If you're, able to get the inventory off of it. I mean, we've had accidents at home. I've totally gotten potions wrong before.
Oh yeah. Explosion. It's fun.
Oh.
Lost an eyebrow for a week.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well,
That sounds like
that certainly explains a lot.
As they're eating and be like, and getting like teeth wrong when you're trying to break them down and stuff. So
Yeah. The boy at that point perks up, goes, what?
oh, yes, I was actually trying to identify the properties of the certain tooth. What were they called again, Edek? The
Goblin.
yes. I would see what kind of properties we could actually make from them with a catalyst, or if you put them into something more of a healing potion. It could be something of a poison. Could be something. And he just like rambles on for however long you guys let him.
He is fascinated at this point. At one point, Ariel just covers his ears, and clearly he is interested. Ariel's like,
Could be bones or
no.
feathers of dead things that you kill out there.
Oh,
Avon.
Avon.
He was
he's
interested.
5.
Oh yeah, if she can give him shuriken, he could totally learn how to make a potion.
They're
It's not
magnetic.
dangerous.
You just throw it and it hits the target.
and you
And if
just
it's
said,
already dead.
and you just said, if you got a potion wrong, it explodes. I would prefer my house not to be exploded.
That's all.
Yeah, don't give him any ideas.
Well, I mean, it just depends on the volume. You start with the test volume.
Okay.
Avon. Okay, we're done.
Right,
We're done with the conversation.
teacher.
Starts going to standards of procedure.
Well, I just glad that you all are here. Glad to see that you're safe, Demmi. Because, well, if you all are off, then Noha and Mary, we need to go ahead and take care of some business within town. Pleasure to see you as always.
And you two should be really excited. Demmi here promised that she was going to buy you something really expensive when she's out before she comes back as a gift for you guys.
Make a deception check.
Can I just say no?
That's a 21.
Shooting a dagger look at Avon.
So these are kids, so they're gonna have a. The kids are just look and they just shoot a look over to Demmi like, really? Ariel clearly doesn't buy it. But at the same time gives a slight smirk as like she's going along with it. But the kids are like, really?
If I find something that is parent approved and it doesn't burn on the way back, yeah, of course.
And they just go start running out of the house, and Ariel just starts laughing and says, if you do find something, but don't feel pressured.
Yeah, I won't. I mean, like 3
They're
rupees
going
is
to
expensive
break
to
their
them.
heart if you don't bring something back.
You want to pay for it?
No.
I think you should.
Oh,
since
he's
you're
gonna
the one
pay
who
for half
offered.
of it now, guaranteed, aren't you, Avon?
Since you
I
offered,
can make something for them.
Some death potion.
I think they're adorable.
And with that, as morning conversation presumes. If you all are then have a nice bowl of soup before making your way to the Great Fairy Fountain. And that's what we'll pick up next week.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Perfect. Yeah. Well, technical difficulties and all that fun stuff aside, great session, everybody. Great time. Again, thank you all so much for understanding. Just one of those characteristics, as this past 24 hours has been crazy for a lot of us. But you all are the best. We're so happy to have you all here with us. Tune in tomorrow night for Bardic Dice for another interview with Amara? With Amara, and then also Thursday night for Fates United, as that's continuing and starting to get very, very interesting. And then also Beacon Zora, where we're getting into the 80s for sessions, which is just wild. I still can't believe that, but it's gonna be great all around. It's gonna be great. So tune in for all of that, and so until next time, I think we're all good to go. Stick around. We're gonna go ahead and raid another channel. You all are amazing, and as always, everybody, get real on this dice. See ya.